Good evening and welcome back to Act 2 of Session 24. Our brave band of adventurers have decided to take it easy for one day, and then we are going to make our way down to the Mist Marsh to see what's up with the northern outpost of Diamond Lake and what's going on maybe with local lizard folk. And with that, I will turn it back to Dennis so he can bring the heat. Oh, and I will say this: as Orion goes to bed that night, in his mind, he's thinking about the local history of the area with the lizard folk.
Oh, interesting.
Yep.
Very interesting.
I assumed you'd dream of punching things and taking credit for everything.
Hey, he's
by the way,
he's not being an arrogant jerk. He doesn't think you guys were there.
Ember isn't 100% sure if this is like a specific amnesia thing or if this is just a general human thing. She doesn't know.
No, she wouldn't because
Golly hasn't been pulling this stuff.
Yet.
Yeah.
Dennis, would you like to turn on your mic?
Oh. Don't you read lips?
No, I didn't pick up that feat.
That's why I was going to make that joke.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Actually, two questions related to that. Does the babblefish work on that? And does Orion still have his babblefish?
Oh, does Orion still have his babblefish?
Let me see.
Also, has Embers hatched yet?
It also had to go through the trials. It's had a new understanding of the world around it. It's got some of its memories. It's going through a big thing right now.
Orion's babblefish is still with him.
Yay.
Ember's babblefish is still with her. And no, it does not work on reading lips.
Did Ild lose his memories?
Summon him and find out.
Alustin gives you a map. It's a rough map. It's 2 lefts and a right to get to the Black Wall Keep. And he tells you, once you're there, that you may drop his name.
Name drop? Were those people?
Hold on.
But what if it breaks?
Excuse me, you were speeding on your horse? Oh, do you really want to give me that ticket? I know, Alustin.
That's that.
Also, at some point before we leave, Ember wants to do a couple things. One is pull Orion aside and first see if he has the cactus that she gave him.
Yep.
Okay.
That I'll have.
Please always keep that on you.
Oh,
And
okay.
also, just so you know, we are a team. We work as a team. So no, like, charging in, doing stupid things, sacrificing yourself.
What?
That's not really my jam to charge in.
Also, always be willing to go with the fire.
What do you mean?
I have a fire spirit. Always be willing to go with them.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Especially if anybody
So
said dinner time.
your battle tactics need to be discussed. That's true.
Yeah.
So Ember
this-
Ember is very correct in this, that you need to retrain Orion. And as you retrain Orion to your battle tactics, everything that you mention seems oddly familiar to him.
Okay.
It makes
Some-
sense. We're like going with a common playbook here.
At some point, I'm gonna look at
Except the
Regali.
part about not rushing in and sacrificing yourself. That's new to him.
Oh, here, Orion, can you hold this white cat for me for a bit?
Sure.
Thanks. Just in
Uh,
case.
Speaking of battle tactics, please don't pull out the puck near the cats or my fire spirit.
Okay. Well, I
The
mean,
white
I know what my
You're right.
puck does, so it makes sense that I wouldn't pull it out by your fire spirit. Not quite sure what it has to do with kitty cat, but okay.
They're
You don't like it.
magic cats.
Magic cats. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, I should tell you that when she hands you the white kitty cat,
Yeah.
the white kitty cat does that kind of don't touch me thing,
Okay.
Ah.
and is actually kind of squirmy in your hands and wants to get back to Regali's neck as soon as possible.
Wait, try the black one.
Okay.
Okay. Here, trade cats.
The black one seems fine to nap in the crook of Orion's arm.
Interesting.
And the calico cat is trying to play with his shoelaces or bootlaces, whatever he's wearing.
Leave the bird alone. I'll just keep petting her. I don't remember being a cat person, but apparently I am.
Also, one more thing before we leave town. Is there like a jeweler shop or magic supplies?
I'm sorry, what?
Is there like a jewelry shop or magic supplies?
Jewelry,
Any place
yes.
that would have diamonds?
How big of a diamond?
I don't think size matters, but specifically I need 300 gold pieces worth of diamonds. Is the spell component. No, they don't have that here.
No, not
Okay.
diamonds. Not in this area.
Okay.
Interesting, though. Would
Do
you
they
like to-
have a phosphorescent material?
I'm sorry, a what?
Never mind. I always cast with a focus anyway, so.
Would you like a Lustin to look while he's in crossing the Rainbow Bridge back and forth? You want him to pick you up some?
Oh, yes, please.
All right. Are you going to give him cash, or you just expect him to take it out of your salary?
Either way works.
Okay. Does everybody remember what you got paid for this job?
I do
Nope.
not.
I do not.
Jane? Frederick, did anybody write it down?
I
Thought
sure.
Orion did.
So this is new territory because we actually have a video replay that we can go back to, wherein my DM, who taught me everything I know, Martin Shoemaker, would, if you didn't write it down, it was lost forever. And it was just easier to DM that way.
That's
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I think it
you
was 1,000
you
gold each.
I believe it was somewhere in the neighborhood of 200 each.
Okay.
I think so. There was something complicated. We were having him get, he needed a diamond to look for, what's his face?
Yep.
The count or the
Um,
duke.
Yeah, so that was going to be taken out of it too, was that he was going to go look for him while we were gone, or he was going to get
Oh,
the
yeah.
diamond to look for him.
Yes.
How much was that diamond worth?
$5,000.
I don't think it was that much.
Well, take a zero off, I believe.
500, sorry. Speaking of spell components, I gotta spend about 90 gold pieces worth to pick up a couple things.
Like what?
Why is that?
A little, a little brazier and about 90 gold pieces worth of charcoal.
Oh, components! Oh my gosh!
Hey, Orion.
Could I
Yes.
trade Austin? Sorry, go ahead.
What can you do in combat?
Yeah, you should probably take a day and just practice out in the yard.
While we're kind of hanging out in the yard one day, I just kind of look over at him.
What you
Summon the
notice,
sword.
what you notice
What can you
is that I'm really handy with this knife. I can throw it. I mean, I'm
Ryan using
as
weapons.
fleet of foot and fingers now as Orion used to be strong. And I'm not, and as we develop some battle tactics, I'll be honest with you. I mean, you've got armor, you've got a shield. I don't quite fight face to face. I'd much rather come up behind somebody and stab them in the back or hamstring them and do that.
You mean almost in a sneaky way?
Almost in a sneaky way, yes. I'm far
Oh, sneaky!
I'm far more effective when if we can arrange our battle tactics so that, and I explained, if we can be flanking somebody, I'm far more effective when somebody else is distracting. And I point to my raven who's flying above. He sometimes helps me distract people as well. But don't necessarily count on me to be like a front line. I'm not a paladin. I'm not a big, beefy barbarian. That's not my jam.
I would like, while you're practicing in the yard, Regali, Frederick, and Ember to go ahead and roll a perception check.
Are we sure this isn't like someone else in Ryan's
Highest member
body?
wins.
15.
20. Dirty.
24.
Oh,
I almost got a good perception check.
I was happy with 15.
Whoops.
It was with my bad D20 too.
I have to admit, ever since COVID, my dice buying has gotten a little out of hand.
Your dice buying has gotten out of hand.
Yeah, that's my COVID coping mechanism, is buying more dice.
Oh my gosh.
I already have too many dice. It's hard finding the ones I need.
Oh,
You can share this or you don't have to. It's your choice.
that's kind of creepy. I'm going to keep that to myself.
Fair enough.
But I'm
Got a
gonna keep
20.
watching more
And
closely.
Ember would share almost anything.
Aww.
Sadness.
I have always been a champion of playing your character. Is that what Regali would do?
Yeah.
I think so too. She is one of those who does not like to be embarrassed in public. And this might be a potentially embarrassing mistake on her part because she thinks she saw it. She's not entirely sure she saw it. But now that she noticed it, she's looking for it. So the next time it really happens, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Okay. And on that note, you guys make a trip into town to get a bite of lunch, do a little shopping. And what was it you were looking for, Ember?
Oh, I need diamonds.
Diamonds are kind of rare in this town. You're going to have a hard time getting a fair price for the ones that you find because they're probably going to have to steal them off of women who are married. I don't know where else they would get diamonds in this town.
Okay.
Now, did you actually give Alustin money?
If he asked for it, yes, I will give him money.
Okay. Well, if you're going to ask him for
Right.
diamonds, he's going to ask you for money.
Did he give us our share though?
Yes, he did.
Okay, so I'd give him. You said it was 250.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just give him another 50.
Did I run through that with everybody? The Regali, what is your current armor class, passive perception, and max hit points?
My armor class went up to 14.
Thank you.
My passive perception stayed at 15.
Okay.
And then my hit points are 32 now because I got the full 8.
Excellent. Ember, same question, same.
My AC is the same. At some point, I should try to find better armor, but it's difficult to shop in my size.
Are you 15?
15, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to find like a big and tall store. My HP did go up to 48. And I think my perception's the same, plus 4.
Okay. Frederick.
All right. My armor class is 18. HP has gone up to 37. And my passive perception is 15.
Ryan.
HP is 17. Or I'm sorry, AC is 17. I'm not that squishy. My max HP is 37. And
Ooh, interesting.
passive perception is 13.
Does Ild gain HPs or is he still at 20?
Yes, I was just going to say Ild's HP went up to 30.
Is her
AC is the same.
okay.
Build is tough.
And
Yeah,
that's
his hit points are 5 plus 5 times my druid level.
okay, good.
For those of you interested, my raven's name is Wednesday.
No,
Oh yeah,
you did not go there.
I did.
Are you sure it's only one raven or is it two ravens that keep interchanging without you knowing?
No, it's just one.
Okay. The Mist Marsh is an area of wet ground, grassland really, shallow streams and strange hazards that rest in a bowl-shaped depression in the middle of the Cairn Hills. The marsh is over 60 miles across at its narrowest point, and I'm telling you, knee-deep to calf-deep, but never less than ankle-deep. And when it's calf-deep or deeper, it takes
Even
you...
for Ember.
No, not for Ember, obviously. If you avoid the deep pools and find the mangrove trees and cypress trees as you go, it should take you traveling through the Mist Marsh twice as long as normal. However, the map that you've been given does include a farmer's two-track, shall we say, that goes around the marsh to the north. And that's the route that you're taking. The Mist Marsh is named for this harmless mist that seems to linger about 2 hours before sunrise and continues on until mid-morning when the sun burns it off. And then it picks back up right around dusk. The waterways are too shallow for boats and too infested with crocodiles. Small ponds are common, but not really all that deep. The drier parts are muddy. Occasional islands of mango trees are really just tangles of roots and branches that require climbing rather than walking. These factors will keep you on the road. All but the most foolhardy of adventurers stay to the road. There are warring factions of lizard folk. There have been known to be packs of ghouls, certainly the giant crocodiles, the ROUSs, cockatrices rarely seen, but as can be attested by every once in a while, you'll see a statue of somebody. Blink dogs, but they almost as if you were contagious. They avoid humanoid creatures. Certainly clouds of insects. Every once in a while, you'll come across that strange swampy stink. A lot of abundant hiding places for smaller creatures. And certainly venomous snakes. Any other questions?
No. Not by me.
You're heading north-northwest.
I would have a question for Ember though. Because Ember's our resident druid. And Ember, if worst case scenario happens and we have got no choice but to go into that, how comfortable are you in your ability to lead us and survive in that? Because, I mean, that looks like a rather hostile place to go.
Let's try to avoid that. Swamp is not my area of expertise.
Would any of Regali's experience growing up hopping in tide pools and so on and so forth be helpful, I don't know, spotting food or anything here?
Not as I perceive your background.
Okay.
All right. So on the road, did you get that you can do 50 miles per day if you push?
Okay.
Did not hear that, but sure.
Okay. And it's getting about the time where you're wondering if you should make a camp when you come around the corner and you see this farmhouse in the distance. There is smoke rising from the chimney, and you do see light flickering from within.
Oh, thank goodness. Maybe.
And on your cute little map that Alustin drew for you, this does seem to be the abandoned farmhouse that he talks about.
So
Wait,
abandoned it is.
he said it was abandoned, but there's light inside?
Correct.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Approach with caution.
Is it kind of like Twilight?
No, not quite twilight, but it's about the time where your stomach starts rumbling and you're wondering, should you build a fire and cook something, when you come around the bend and you see, oh, well, there's that farmhouse.
Okay.
And you're mounted, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, we could do this. He said it was, option one is we just walk up and knock and say, hey, can we, maybe we can throw a couple copper pieces or silver pieces your way if we can board here for the night. But he said it was abandoned. So do we want to approach cautiously to see what's in there first before we knock on the door?
How about we send 2 of us to knock on the door and the other 2 wait?
Okay. As you're discussing, you see a human bust out of the door, pail in hand, runs to the well, gets some water, and runs back in without bothering to close the door. Whatever he was doing, he was in a terrible hurry to do it.
Like he set something on fire. Let's go check and make sure he's okay.
Wait,
I'm sorry. I realized that the way I describe things, you would definitely reach that conclusion. But no, the fire is not out of control. No.
wait.
I'm
Wait,
sorry.
wait.
The flick. Go ahead.
Before we go, the door is still open.
He left the door open. That's how much of a rush he was in. Yes.
I'm gonna
He's definitely
send.
a rush, so he might need help.
Hang on. I'm gonna send Wednesday ahead, and have Wednesday plop down on the ground about, 40 feet away from the door, so that
Okay.
Wednesday can see into the farm.
Okay.
And when Wednesday is in that position, I'll close my eyes and have a look through Wednesday's eyes.
Did Orion warn us that this is a thing he can do?
I'm telling you,
I would assume.
as Wednesday's flying up, I said, I can see through Wednesday. Give me a moment.
But
But he
Wednesday's
might need help.
opaque.
I just want to go in. This guy's
Alright.
clearly in a hurry.
I don't know how many of you have actually seen Little House on the Prairie. Do you remember the house that they lived in?
Oh yeah.
Which one?
Okay,
There were
so
several.
on the backs, I know on the back side of the fireplace was Mom and Dad's big bed.
Yep.
Upstairs, still next to the fireplace, at least the smokestack, were the 3 beds where the girls slept. This house looks exactly like that.
Oh,
As your raven flutters up to the windowsill and peeks in, you can see that there is an injured man who is bandaged, but they are trying to rebandage and clean his wounds. There are 2 men
Okay.
doing this for this person. The fire in the fireplace has a poker in it, and it is glowing red hot. And you can tell that they're about to cauterize some wounds here. Okay.
Okay.
Back by the barn are 3 horses that are foaming at the mouth. I mean, they are almost spent
Okay.
to the point where you need to put them down because they'll never be the same again.
All right. Does Wednesday hear them saying anything?
No, they're just, you hear a lot of groaning and a lot of shushing and a lot of, we've got to keep moving, and that's about it.
Okay. I will inform my companions of what Wednesday is seeing.
The other thing you can convey is that they are all similarly dressed
Okay.
in like a greenish kind of uniform. And does everybody know what a baldric is?
Yes.
Okay, so they're all wearing those, except for the guy who's injured they've taken everything off of him and they're dressing his wounds that seem to be all over his chest area.
What
We
is
should
the whole thing?
offer to help.
Orion,
That
Regalia,
sounds...
why don't
Yeah.
you go check
Are they all human, though?
inside?
Yes, they are all human.
I'll go check on the people. Ember, do you want to check on those horses?
Yeah, I was going to say, Ember, you want to go with me? We'll check on the horses. You two go check on the folk inside, see if you can help them out.
Sure.
Okay. I think I'll do my disguise thing to look like a human, just to not like startle them.
You mean startle the horses?
Just the people.
You're going to the horses though, right?
I know, but the people still might see me.
All right.
Makes
Now,
sense.
one of the things that you will notice is that Orion, Regali, and Frederick's horses are aware of the presence of other horses, and they give this like a greeting. Okay? And it dawns on you that Ember's horse, A, doesn't do that, and B, if this was a dangerous situation, this would be a total giveaway.
Okay.
Okay? So
Do the other horses respond to the greeting?
their ears perk up and they kind of, like radar dishes, they go to the sound.
Okay.
All right.
Okay? All right. So who's doing what now? Ember and Frederick to the horses and Orion and Regali to the door?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. All right. You bust into the door. We'll handle the cabin first. Swords are drawn.
Whoa,
Who goes
you
there?
didn't bust in.
Whoa.
The door was left open.
Whoa. What, does he need help?
We saw someone run out for water. They seemed distressed.
So the guy who looks really young, almost too young to be in this uniform, is going to challenge you. Who are you? Where do you come from?
We're traveling from Diamond Lake?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. At that point, he'll drop his sword, literally on the floor, and grab Orion and go, Alustin, have you seen Alustin?
Yeah, what? Hands off. Yes, he's actually the one who gave us a map, which is why we came by.
Where is he?
here.
Where is he?
He's on his way to Silvery Moon. What's going on?
My God.
Is he okay? Can I help?
Please. He's dying.
Okay, I'd like to cast Cure Wounds.
He's my older brother,
So,
please.
Second level.
All right.
Fine. What you going to heal him for?
We'll see once I've rolled.
It's going to be all his hit points. It's going to be like everything. He's going to
He's
roll
like-
so well.
Hey, come on. These are guardians of the Citadel. Come on.
No, I'm saying she's going to roll so good. It's going to be the most healing you've ever seen. Here it comes.
17.
Whoa!
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
All right. He is feeling way much better to the fact that he could sit up and drink water now, and that's exactly what he's thirsty for. There is no doubt that they are very, very happy to see you. So their first question is, where's Alustin? Their second question is, who the hell are you?
Fair.
I'm Regali. That's Orion.
Orion.
Okay.
Kinda.
What do you mean, kinda? That's. I don't understand this woman.
I know.
Orion, like she said,
Terrible first impression on you.
and Alustrin is. He left Diamond Lake. He was on his way to Silvery Moon.
Okay. So their story is that Blackwall Keep is under siege. by the Red Eye clan of lizard folk.
Dun, dun, dun.
They have never, ever had trouble like this before. They want us all dead. And when we left, there was only 15 people remaining out of a contingent of 30.
Whoa.
Okay.
We had the last 3 horses. Everyone else is killed. And
What?
the keep is surrounded. Their tactics are javelins